What is going on, guys? This is Mike with Chit Chat Gaming, and today I just wanted to address the elephant in the room. It is December the 3rd, and something was supposed to be coming out today. Something that I was actually looking forward to. I couldn't wait to get my hands on. As a fan of mini consoles, I mean, I was in line day one to pick up the NES and the SNES Classic. I have the Super Retrocade as well too, which I adore. I love that console. But for me, I was really hyped to see when I woke up one morning and I had seen that they were making a PlayStation Mini or a PlayStation Classic. Basically, I've been a fan of the PlayStation for a very long time here. I mean, we had the PlayStation, the original one here, this beast right here, and they had, of course, the mini version as well here. So I was definitely interested in picking up this PlayStation Classic to relive some of those great memories. Now, for me personally, like I had mentioned in the past here, the PlayStation 1 was actually not my favorite console of all time. I actually prefer the PlayStation 2. But for me, the PlayStation 1 and the Sega Saturn, which I really enjoy, are more nostalgic consoles to me. They really don't hold up very well. I mean, I tried playing the Saturn here recently, and it's just like, yeah, some games, maybe the 2D games are a lot of fun, but as you get into more of the more complex games and such, it's like, man, it really is hard on the eyes, especially playing on a more modern television. Now, the PlayStation Classic I was definitely interested in because it's about the same size, but probably a little bit smaller than what this is here. And I actually had it pre-ordered and I canceled it because of and not because of negativity. I didn't want to come on here. The reason why I haven't really talked about this much is because I didn't want to be negative, because there was so much negativity going on. I wanted to wait and to see some fellow YouTubers who I actually trustworthy YouTubers as well too, who I trusted their opinion, thought about this as well. So like places like Digital Foundry, Giant Bomb, RGT85 really took time to take a look at this thing, and man, I'm so glad that I decided not to get it. I'm not hating on it. I'm just glad I didn't spend $100 on it, because I mean, I'm just gonna give you the basics here. You get 30 games. At first, the lineup, when they first originally announced it, was like, okay, I can live with that. I'd much rather have Twisted Metal 2 versus Twisted Metal 1. Me personally, I'd rather have Tekken 2 than Tekken 3. Ballerina to Shinden, which I predicted was gonna be on there. I was like, yeah, I had a bunch of hype and I was nostalgic, came back for me, and I was like, I can't wait to play this game again. And it's just like, no, it ain't gonna work. So, but Ridge Racer 4, I believe it was on there as well too. I was expecting to see Gran Turismo. I was expecting to see Parappa the Rappa. I know it's a big conflict here. People are talking like, well, why Crash wasn't on there, why Spyro wasn't on there, because they have remastered versions. To me, that doesn't matter, because you're gearing towards a completely different audience. The people who are going to buy the Spyro remaster or buy the Crash Bandicoot remaster most likely probably are not going to be picking this thing up. And if they are, I know they're collectors, all-time collectors. This is more geared towards those holiday shoppers. So I was expecting to see those on there, and when you didn't get that, it's like having no Mario or no Zelda on a Nintendo Classic console as well too. So very disappointing. But with that being said, these are open source ROMs as well too, or an emulator, and they are using PAL. Well, at least 9 of the games are using PAL format, which is really weird because the games didn't run as well on actual NTSC like they do in PAL. So basically, they run a lot slower as well too. And I know I've seen some video and such where it definitely has some slowdown time. So especially games like Tekken and such too, which are really, they're kind of slow anyways, but from seeing the footage I've seen, wow, it definitely takes a big hit. So that's one thing. The game lineup was not very good here. The menu itself, I've seen several videos on the menu, and it's just like, oh my god, like the NES and SNES Classic menu are actually really well done. They have filters, they have scan lines you can add, they have different borders and such as well too. The PlayStation 1 was very basic, very generic. That's the least of my worries here. My most worries on why I didn't pick this thing up was because of the actual game library that's included. I mean, Rainbow Six, really, come on. I mean, I know it's hard to get a lot of these games because of licensing. Like, it'd be nice to see a Tomb Raider game in there as well too. They did include the original Resident Evil, but again though, a lot of those games don't hold up in time here. I mean, yes, they sound great, they look great on paper, but when you actually sit down to play them, you're really going to get probably 10 minutes of use out of each one of these. You're going to get bored really quick. So the NES Classic and the SNES Classic at least provide you with those nice looking sprites as well too, and those look more like those I can deal with in the modern era versus how the PlayStation and the Sega Saturn was, even the N64 as well too. We'll definitely see how that looks. If they ever decide to do an N64 Mini, it's going to be up there as well too. Yes, it's all great and dandy, everybody's talking about it, But it is interesting to see how that's going to hold up as well too. But of course, they're going to include the big hitters like Mario, Zelda, probably Smash Brothers, Mario Kart. All those will probably be on there as well too. So that's a no-brainer, a definite sell, as well as the fact that the menus and such will look a lot better as well too. And they're actual ROMs, they're actual North American ROMs as well too. That's on these NTSC consoles. So that's a big thing as well too. But for me, I just decided to hold off here. $99 is a lot of money. When you think about the NES and the SNES Classic being, $59.99 and $79.99, I believe it was for the SNES one, and you're gonna make us pay $100 for a console with 30 okay games and open source emulators and ROMs, as well as some PAL ROMs that run slower. Very, very clunky looking menu. I was out when I heard all that. I didn't want to believe it. Like I said, I didn't make any videos on it because I didn't want to be negative, but I was out when I saw all that. And judging off of the, the actual reviews and such I've seen from a lot of, like I said, a lot of trustworthy YouTubers and such, I definitely are going to be holding off on this. If it goes down to like maybe $40, I'd probably pick it up, maybe even 50, possibly 50. I would definitely think about picking it up just for the nostalgia reasons itself. But otherwise, guys, I'm completely out here. But I do want to know your opinion. I want to know your comments. So let me know in the comment section below here what you guys think of it. Have you picked it up? Let me know if it's worth the $90 or $99 or if I should definitely wait. I think I know the answer. But again, though, I always like to hear what your guys' opinion is as well, too. And again, I'm not knocking it. That's why I have not talked about it at all. I have not really said anything about it because I was actually 100% happy for this and I was on board with picking it up until more recently here. So again, let me know, sound off in the comments, guys. So this has been Mike with Chit Chat Gaming saying happy gaming.